This video demonstrates how we can safely and efficiently compost medium hoofstock such as pigs, sheep, lambs, goats, and calves.
This video describes a beneficial management practice for composting small hoofstock on the farm in British Columbia. Composting is an acceptable method of managing animal mortalities and can be done on the farm, reducing the risk of disease transfer associated with moving carcasses off the farm. It is a requirement to report potential TSE diseases such as scrapie, particularly with sheep and goats, to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Small hoofstock can be easily composted together with manure and bedding or other suitable bulking agents in a suitable solid manure storage facility. It is very important that the manure bedding mixture have enough porosity to allow air to move through it and dry enough to absorb some of the fluids from the carcass. Ground yard waste can also be an excellent bulking agent. The rule of thumb is that a good bulking agent will heat up in a pile on its own. For producers who do not have a suitable solid manure storage facility, we recommend composting carcasses in a contained vessel to protect the carcasses from scavengers and rodents. There are several options for contained composters. Commercially available rotating composters are very effective for composting mortalities. One important consideration with any type of composting is that the carcasses require bulking agents such as the manure bedding mixture to help speed up the compost process. For this video, we used an insulated container fitted with a plastic grate at the bottom to allow air distribution and an air exit hole at the top. A similar type of vessel can also be constructed with wood. Insulation helps to achieve temperatures high enough to kill potential disease-causing organisms. Heat generated during the compost process exits the container at the top, allowing cooler air to be drawn in through the grate at the bottom of the bin. This provides adequate oxygen for the microbes decomposing the carcass. We begin by adding a minimum of 25 centimeters of manure bedding mixture. It is important that the material below the carcass be dry enough to absorb some of the fluids that may be released from the carcass as it begins to decompose. Carcasses should be placed slightly away from the sides of the container and not on top of each other. The carcasses are then covered with a 25 centimeter layer of manure bedding mixture for insulation and odor control. Additional layers of carcasses can be added if there's room. The goal of the compost process is to achieve temperatures of 55 degrees Celsius for at least 3 days, which kills potential disease-causing organisms as well as speed up the decomposition. The composting carcasses should be left undisturbed for 2 weeks to allow the flesh to decompose. The material in the bin should then be mixed after 2 to 3 weeks to break up remaining parts of the carcass and redistribute the moisture throughout the bin. Additional water may have to be added. We can expect a secondary heating phase which will further help decompose remaining material. The bins or containers should be designed to allow simple and efficient emptying of the bin. The animal mortality compost is an excellent soil amendment, however its use may be subject to regulation. It's best to remove at least any large bones remaining before spreading the compost. We recommend that you consult with the Ministry of Agriculture fact sheets to give you additional information on regulations regarding the composting and the use of compost.